Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Play action. It's Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill out to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Henry, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll toss it to Henry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Titans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Henry. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Henry is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now it's Tannehill. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They fake the handoff, now Murray. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
28, Titans 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Will bounce. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a dump off here complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans.
And no surprise coming off a 2,000-yard season. It was Derrick Henry who totaled the most yards after contact in the NFL last year, and he's up to his old tricks here.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Murray. Over the middle, complete. It's Green. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
On first down, Edmonds. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Escaping the pressure right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. Murray to throw. Steps away to his left. Ertz has it left side. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
119 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back to the ground on first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
This run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Now a give to Edmonds. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt Prater. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 143 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Edmonds.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic.
Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run the counter. Edmonds. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. First throw of overtime for Murray. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And Murray now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
On first down, Edmonds, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to him.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Murray. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cards, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown.